matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So much to discuss with the Chiefs and Bills getting together here. The top two scoring teams in the AFC last year. Buffalo won their regular season meeting in 2021. That was 38-20 in Week 5. But as we all know, the Chiefs got them back in the playoffs. One of the best games in recent memory. 42-36 in overtime. And a game that many thought helped spawn the new overtime rules for 2022. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nunny with a sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's got some space here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On the carry, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn again.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Allen now looks to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leo Chenal in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Hardman to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Screen play, McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
A final shot before half for Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This one to the right, caught by Valdez Scantling.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Allen to throw once more. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. To the air, Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Now Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And some room to run now. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bills on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And again, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Slide. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.